Do we want to get to final thoughts? I think we're all ready.
Sure.
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, I guess. All right. So I had said previously before we went on air that this was my least favorite Tarantino movie out of all of them, the ones that I've seen. I think,
which is still a high bar.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I think a rewatch definitely helped. I think it helped knowing these characters because you go in and you don't really know who these people are, and then you eventually by the end of the movie you're like, oh, okay, I feel a certain way. And I could have been in a certain headspace also when I watched it the first time. I refound love for this movie. I really enjoyed it. I loved all the characters. I thought they were all great. I liked the Italian wife. She was funny.
E vedo questa ragazza impazzita in casa mia con un coltello in mano.
I like the dog running into the room to like protect her. She popping her head out, just looking. I think the insecurity of an aging actor like Leonardo DiCaprio in this movie, Rick Dalton, I thought that was shown really well. I don't want to say it brought me like it kind of made me emotional where they explain kind of sort of like, hey, I'm married now and our relationship, like this work relationship, it's got to end, and so does our friendship. They get
I can't afford you anymore.
Yeah, and then like the way it was basically explained when they had the duel, the screen cut in half, and both of them, they're gonna go out the only way they know how to go out, one night of getting drunk, and that just like that got me because I'm going on a trip next weekend with my best friend. My best friend, and he's very close to me. Friend. No. Every time someone says it, I go, no, absolutely not. He's very close to me.
You heard it here first.
I love him, and I couldn't imagine like not having him around. So like, oh shit, that would suck. Like, but I feel like that if something happened, to be like, well, we're gonna go out this way too. We're gonna get crazy drunk.
Good night.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like this movie. Do what?
The meme.
Oh,
he did it.
Real quick,
I did the thing. I did that when he did that.
Yes, I enjoyed this movie. I think it's great. I'm gonna give it a 91.
Wow, that's a good score, dude. Really good score. Prag.
I like all Tarantino movies, really. I really don't have the one I really didn't fuck with for a long time with Foxy Brown because I didn't get to see the ending because when I saw it in the movies, the film.
Jackie Brown was so good.
On a Foxy Brown.
Foxy Brown is the sequel. It's an animated cast of foxes that play all of the characters. Robert De Niro is played by Barnaby Foxby, and he does a wonderful because the film broke. Like this is the true story. Like the film broke when I saw it because it was being seen so much because it was right after Pulp Fiction. But I like all of his movies. I think he's a master of dialogue. I love the attention to detail he puts in his dialogue when, for example, Brad Pitt is interrogating Squeaky about where the ranch owner is. She's giving him such impeccable details about, no, we watch FBI at 8 o'clock and like, oh, bop, 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 bop. And it's just beautiful because it adds, those little details add realism, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing that feels natural about what these people are doing is not natural because most people don't speak as cool like these people do to one another. But because they put so much attention to detail into the phrasings and things like that, it brings the intimacy to it because like just the normal thing, like there's a scene in Pulp Fiction when he talks about the pineapple
I'm not running a
cheeseburger.
dead horse storage or whatever, a dead hooker storage or whatever.
That's the same horse, but yes.
So he'll like reference like pop culture and try to bring it back down to earth.
Yeah.
And so let's see. I love the way it was portrayed.
The dialogue in Pulp Fiction is just outstanding.
That's so good.
I love the way he makes Los Angeles a key character. I mean, he's from LA. He's fucking born and raised in LA. These are all stories that he must have heard a million times living in that world, growing up and working in a fucking videotape store. And like this is, and that's why this is a perfect fairy tale book almost. And it would have been amazing if this was like, we lived in a world where this was an anthology series of retold Tarantino fairy tales. Right. But, I know he's like making one more film and like that's going to be it, right? So
his 10th film.
I would love to see if that really happens though, because I feel like all these guys say that and then they're back because like
this would be a perfect.
He might go work into novels or something. But like, why would he want to make a final anything? Just keep working until because like you're going to still want to have those things. I think he wants to write novels or something, or maybe he wants to be a playwright or
stage.
Like maybe he's just tired of this.
What
and
if he just doesn't want to coast on like his name? Like he's like, oh, it's Quentin Tarantino.
Well, he
just
doesn't.
writes like a subpar thing, but everyone glazes him. You know,
But like with Tarantino, you can't really fuck yourself anymore because you're like Kubrick at this point. You've done 9 almost perfect films essentially. Like Kubrick's done 7 films. Like this is like when you say, okay, this is what I want to show to the Academy. I'm done. We did it. I mean, it's a perfect meal. Like sometimes the chef needs to be done cooking and let people eat. But like I feel like he has 30 more years of movies.
At the same time, though, like I would say, you know, maybe you should stop because you might do a friggin' Eyes Wide Shut and want to put out more than the studio wants you to put out, and then they whack you and put out an edited version.
But I want him to do what he wants at the end of the day, but I'm surprised that's what he wants because he's so great at it. It's hard to make these movies, man. It is exhausting. It must be because every fucking detail that he puts into this for years, like he probably just needs a fucking break.
What would you give it, Craig?
I give it a 93.
93. That's amazing.
I love Tarantino.
Love Tarantino. You know, you said he grew up in Hollywood. I want to ask you, where does Tarantino live now? But finally,
he has 7 houses.
Where does he live now?
Where does he mainly live now?
How the fuck should I know?
Just look it up later.
Just answer. Won't you just fucking answer the question?
How do you think that? Do you think that answer is true though? How do you know?
Yes,
like he probably owns a house in every fucking country, and he lives everywhere.
Okay, listening. My turn. This is my turn. This is my story.
You asked me a question and I answered it.
Yep, that's right, Tom. So
lives in Mexico? That's crazy. Once upon a time, huh? All right.
No, I think this movie is really important. Genuinely, I think it's Tarantino's last hurrah.
Thank you.
And if he does another one, it'll be like an epilogue. And I want to say, MadTeaBagger, yes, I think he should do it because Eyes Wide Shut, in my opinion, is Kubrick's best film. And
it was amazing.
Never seen it. Never seen it.
I love Kubrick as well, but Eyes Wide Shut was deep and dark.
You think it's better than 2001: A Space Odyssey?
I do.
Seen that one either.
I do. Yeah,
never seen that.
I do. It is one of the best films ever made.
Invented cinema for 2001.
Eyes Wide Shut's my favorite. I think Eyes Wide Shut's script it's probably the best written film ever made. I think I know that's a big call, but I think it's the best script of all time. With Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I love like his passion. Obviously, he had a lot of emotions about like this event and what happened to Sharon Tate and everyone else that were killed on that night as well. And I love that he used that to create something so beautiful and wonderful and use that as kind of hopefully the preserver of the cinema of art cinema as an art film is what I'm trying to say. Sorry. And I love nearly everything about this movie except for the stuff I've already discussed. It's probably not my number 1 Tarantino film, but it's up there. It's probably in my top 4. I reckon, and I'm gonna give it I'll give it an 87. 87. MadTeaBagger, your last up.
Well, I picked the movie. I had not seen it in its entirety before watching it for this show. I am a Tarantino fan. I think that this movie was plain and simple a love letter to the golden age of Hollywood. Tarantino obviously really loves that era. Growing up in Hollywood and working in video stores, like he clearly loved cinema. Like so much so that he ended up becoming the man that he is today. And this movie is just a love letter to that world that he grew up watching. I think the attention to detail is amazing. Tarantino's known for great dialogue and attention to detail. I would put this up there near some of my favorite Tarantino flicks. I will definitely watch it again. I think this is a great movie. And I would give it probably a 9.5.